My name is Jorge Alejandro González Trejo, ambassador of a great community called New Comienzos. I was born in 1975 in Tlaxcalantongo, a town in the North Mountains of Puebla. In 1980, I was taken to Tijuana, where I would cross the border illegally. The first time we tried to cross, we were caught by the Border Patrol, and I was locked up for 2 days along with other migrants. I was only 5 years old, but without giving up, we managed to cross the second time we tried, arriving to Los Angeles, California, and to the neighborhood of Lincoln Heights, where I had the opportunity to learn a second language at Glen Alta Elementary School and be part of a Royal Ranger program, a Christian community where evangelization and relationship were promoted among young people. The Royal Rangers became a significant part of my life. Camping and visiting Disneyland were experiences I treasured. Our mission was clear: evangelize, equip, and empower the next generation of Christian leaders. Despite of finding some stability at school and in the Royal Ranger community, my childhood was marked by the absence of my mother and constant absence of my father due to his job, and the difficulty of adapting to a new environment as an immigrant. Elementary school graduation should have been a time of celebration, but my father's absence made it a painful reminder of my finally arrived. I was dressed up for the occasion, and I was filled with excitement. We sang "Nothing is Going to Stop Us" and "We Are the World," two songs that were very inspiring for the class of 1987 at Glen Alta Elementary School. They were a symbol of the 80s era. Despite searching among the people while we sang, I couldn't find my father anywhere. He never made it to the ceremony, and that fact changed my life forever. It was extremely painful. The ceremony ended, and as I watched my classmates take photos and celebrate with their parents and families, I felt an inexplicable pain in my heart. Even now, when I remember it, I get a lump. I ran home, and from then on, school stopped caring. We moved to Westlake, Los Angeles, right in front of McCartan Park. It was a neighborhood characterized by the presence of gangs such as Cholos and Maras Salvatruchas, in addition to a considerable drug addiction problem. Suddenly, school life took a backseat. From being simply a student, I was involved in a radical change. I went from being a Royal Ranger to becoming a vato. The initiation, where all the members of the gang beat me up. I knew that if I showed weakness, I would not be accepted. That is how, at the age of 13, I was initiated and given the alias Gizmo, another member of the Vatos Locos of 23rd Street. My father found out about my school problems and my involvements in gangs, which caused an even bigger rift. In December of 1989, my father decides to deport me, leaving me to fend for myself with one of his half-brothers in Ecatepec. This situation resulted in this relative ending up robbing us and appropriating the land and the house that my father was building for us in the neighborhood of Chiconacla at Ecatepec. This experience made me feel like a stranger in my own home, always being relegated and displaced within my own home. In addition to dealing with dangerous environment, I also had to face discrimination due to my origins and the way of my speaking, being labeled as El Gabacho due to my Spanglish. At the age of 16, I was forced to be independent without the guidance of parents or any family member. I was always looking for friendship and guidance on the streets of Ecatepec, which led me to get involved with gangs, fall into drug addictions, and finally go through the prison system three times. For 25 years, I wasted my life in the darkness of addiction, affecting my parents, 3 wives, and 5 children. This cycle of difficulties took me from being a respected English teacher to ending up as a drug dealer on a corner of Ecatepec in Chiconauca. 2 years ago, I left prison and I found a transforming community called New Comienzos. In these 2 years, I have achieved more than in my entire previous life. Now I have my own business where I teach English classes online. I also work as an interpreter for migrants in the United States. And I venture into the world of stand-up comedy in both Spanish and English. Additionally, I continue to work on writing my book, which I will one day share. Today, I dedicate part of my time to sharing my experience with young people, warning them about the danger of a drug addiction, and encouraging them not to waste their lives. I am grateful for everything I have accomplished and excited for what is to come. My story is a testimony that it's never too late to make a possible turn in your life and achieve your dreams.